Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel where we dive deep into the best strategies for mastering your studies. Ever found yourself cramming for exams and then blanking out during the test? It's a common problem that many students face and it can be incredibly frustrating. Yeah, I've been there too. It's like all that hard work just vanishes when you need it the most. Today, I'm going to share some game-changing study techniques to help you remember more and stress less. These methods are backed by science and have been proven to work. First up, let's talk about how our brains learn. Understanding this can give you a huge advantage. When you first encounter new information, it gets temporarily stored in the hippocampus. This part of the brain acts like a short-term holding area. Through repeated exposure and practice, this information moves to the neocortex for long-term storage. This is where it becomes more stable and easier to retrieve. And guess what? Sleep is crucial here. It's not just about the quantity of sleep, but also the quality. It's during sleep that your brain integrates new knowledge with existing memories. So don't skimp on those Z's. Now on to the techniques. These will help you make the most of your study time. The first one is active recall. This is a powerful technique that can transform the way you study. This means testing yourself, like with flashcards or quizzes. It's about actively engaging with the material rather than passively reading it. It forces your brain to retrieve information, making it easier to remember. And don't just reread or highlight your notes. That creates a false sense of competence. You might feel like you know the material, but you're not really testing your recall. Making mistakes during recall, that's actually beneficial. It helps your brain identify and correct gaps in understanding. Next, we have interleaving. This technique can make your study sessions more dynamic and effective. This involves mixing up different subjects or topics while studying. Instead of focusing on one subject for a long period, switch between a few. It makes your brain work harder to retrieve info, which improves long-term retention. And who knows, you might even discover connections between different concepts. This can lead to a deeper understanding of the material. The third technique is spaced repetition. This is about timing your reviews to maximize retention. Review your material at increasing intervals. Start with shorter gaps and gradually increase them as you become more familiar with the content. This gives your brain time to consolidate information and integrate it with what you already know. It's like building a strong foundation for your knowledge. All right, let's look at some proof. Studies have shown the effectiveness of these techniques. A study divided medical students learning surgery into two groups. This study provides a clear example of how these techniques can make a difference. One group crammed while the others spaced out their learning over time. The results were quite telling. The spaced learning group significantly outperformed the cramming group after 1 month. Pretty convincing, right? This shows the power of these techniques in real-world scenarios. So, you've got the power to study smarter, not harder. By incorporating these methods into your routine, you can make your study sessions more effective and less stressful. By using active recall, interleaving, and spaced repetition, you can unlock your learning potential. These techniques are simple but incredibly powerful. Start applying these techniques today and watch your performance skyrocket. You'll be amazed at how much more you can remember and how much less stressed you'll feel. Thanks for tuning in and happy studying. Remember, the key to success is not just hard work, but smart work. See you next time.